Robert Downey Jr. because he had a interview and he talked to the Hollywood Reporter. So let's talk about some things that he said. And this is a win. Well, it was already talked about already, but this is a big win for Jerry because Jerry's been saying this for a while, and a lot of people were like, against it. Even I was at first, and then I came over and like, oh, like okay. After I rewatched the freaking Comic-Con stuff, let's read what our DJ says. So Robert Downey Jr. explains how Kevin Feige approached him returning to the MCU as Doctor Doom. Feige said how we cannot go backwards, how we do not disappoint expectations, how we can continue to beat expectations. And this is what Feige said to him. Let's get Doctor Doom right. Okay. And those come straight from, that's what RDJ said that Kevin Feige said to him. So first off, how do you feel about Kevin Feige saying this?
Listen, this is like one of the biggest characters in the Marvel universe. He is like as important as anyone else. They have to get it right. And I think that they didn't want to leave it to chance. And who is more reliable in the MCU than, why am I thinking his name's Tony Stark?
RDJ.
RDJ, yeah, I'm like blanking on his name. Yeah, ironically, but yeah, listen, he is the most reliable actor. This is the house that RDJ built. RDJ is the perfect actor for this. I think that this announcement broke a lot of people's brains. There's a lot of people online, specifically who don't read comics, who they just wanted RDJ as Iron Man back. So they're like, oh, well, it's going to be Infamous Iron Man. But they don't realize that Infamous Iron Man is the redemption arc. It's definitely not Infamous Iron Man. Anyone who understands the Marvel lore could have told you that it's not Infamous Iron Man. That was a stupid call. It's obviously Victor Von Doom. They've now confirmed it on day one when they announced RDJ was playing Victor Von Doom as Doctor Doom. They've now said it again. Also, there's a lot of people out there that are saying Infamous Iron Man, he's going to be Tony Stark, and he's going to be Infamous Iron Man. Newsflash, Infamous Iron Man is Victor Von Doom. Victor Von Doom, is an epic character. He's not really, he is the most powerful villain in the Marvel universe, but he's not your typical villain. And that's kind of what makes him really stand out once you know the character. This is a guy that appears like a villain because he does bad things, but he doesn't really have the evil always. Doesn't necessarily always have evil intentions. He does savage things because he's big on the ends justifying the means. And that is kind of, a character. And that's why the best character analysis stories in Marvel Comics usually have something to do with Doctor Doom, because he's a very complex, nuanced character, and he's hard to just pin into a box. But obviously, for a lack of a better word, he's a villain. I wouldn't call him an anti-hero either. But I'm super stoked. I think RDJ is going to bring fire to this role. RDJ has range. Don't let yourself get into the typecast mentality. He's not going to, be playing. He's not going to seem like Tony Stark when he's playing Doctor Doom. And if you're someone that can't understand that, stop putting out theories on the internet.
Yeah. So, I agree with everything you say, man. This was announced at the announcing of, Avengers Doomsday, that RDJ is playing Victor Von Doom. I think that Feige and them, I think this was a calculated, I think they wanted RDJ to say this. I think Feige was like, yo, we need to get you an interview so you can just speak about how this came about, but you need to tell fans that you're playing Victor Von Doom, because the amount of fans that thought this was a Tony Stark variant, Jerry, it was, and by the way, on Instagram threads, oh my gosh, I don't even want to go on there anymore. I can't tell you how many Tony Stark variant fan arts I see on threads. Even though the Russo said out their mouths, this is Victor Von Doom, which should have been enough, right? So, so we are. I want
to say one more thing real quick.
Go ahead.
And Victor Von Doom is infamous Iron Man. And I think that there are a lot of people that know that, but there are a lot of people that don't know that. And they think infamous Iron Man is Tony Stark because Iron Man is in the name. You know, infamous Iron Man is a redemption arc. And in infamous Iron Man, one of the things that Victor faced, first of all, in infamous Iron Man, what happens is Iron Man dies. They're under the premise that Tony Stark is dead. The rest of the Marvel Universe believes that Tony Stark is dead. And what happens is that Victor takes over the Iron Man armor and becomes Iron Man and wants to do the right thing and like actually be a hero. Not for the praise, but what he encounters is that everyone doesn't believe that he has pure intentions. Nobody believes that Victor has turned good, and he accepts that. But what you have to understand about what I'm telling you is that it doesn't make sense to introduce infamous Iron Man without having the villain arc of Victor Von Doom as Doctor Doom. Marvel would be out of their minds to do infamous Iron Man before they do Victor Von Doom. I don't know that I'm sold that they are ever going to do infamous Iron Man, but if you're so stuck on, they're going to do it, really, really want them to do it, so you're convincing yourself of that, they're not going to do it until they get the villain Doom arc.
Yeah, man, I am really happy that RDJ came out and said this, and I really think Doomsday is going, and like a lot of people keep trying to make up stuff because the reality is, bro, is that I think that Avengers Doomsday is a lot of people. I feel like a lot of fans know what Avengers Doomsday is going to be, but they're trying to make it more and more exciting for themselves. And I think this film is going to be a deep dive on Doctor Doom as a character, and obviously it's going to be big, and he's going to fight against a lot of people in this film. But we are going to see a zoom in, a deep dive into the mind of Doctor Doom, and RDJ is one of the best people to play this role because RDJ was created to play complicated characters. That's who RDJ is.